On the threshold of this theme song lies the greatest show you've ever heard. A podcast where the topic is everything our fine specimens can think of. That's right, sit on down and have yourselves a listen to Groupcast. At center stage is Casey, creator of the show and part-time llama enthusiast.
Miami.
In the animal tent is Erica, the tumbler wonder, single snake charmer, and long scarf wearer.
Lambs are flute.
On a soapbox somewhere in the hedge maze is Lennon, the comedian with a hard bait of video games.
We all suck at this so bad.
In the Hall of Mirrors is Dave, the extreme, astounding, Now, without further ado, let the show begin.
Alright, hey everybody, welcome to episode 146 of Groupcast.
Hooray!
Oh my god, it's
Woo!
been so long since I've done a frickin' podcast.
Bloodbath.
It has, because we skipped like 2 weeks.
We skipped,
Did we skip Did you end up skipping last week?
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did.
Yep.
Why did we do that? I forget.
No one answered him.
Nobody showed up.
Oh, that's right. Casey, both Casey and I were like, you know what? We should do the podcast on this time. Yeah, that sounds good. All right, we just need one more person. Who's available?
Crickets.
I can't cricket.
Gotcha. Cool. And then we didn't do anything.
Yep.
We should have just done a two-man podcast.
I've done it
I
before.
don't know.
Let's do it. If anyone here can do it, it's probably us.
You've done it
Probably.
before, haven't you?
Oh, yeah. Back when it was a hodgepodge podcast, it was two-man all the time.
Hot blab.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Two and a
that
half
was a
if you
thing.
count rolls as 1.5.
Go.
Two and a half podcast.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
2.5 gunt.
Podcast.
Podcast.
Starring Charlie Sheen for a while.
He has HIV.
Oh.
And he got it from a mosquito.
Yeah, sure he did.
Podcast.
The hodgepodge podcast was
Thanks,
actually
Christina
fun.
Aguilera.
We had a really cool segment where I'd play a video game music track.
Oh, yeah,
and
and
everybody
Erica
had to guess what it was. It was everybody. Everybody had to guess.
Hey, if
what
I would have
game
gone
the
with
track
my
was.
first instinct, I would have had all of them right.
All of
She was
them.
always really. She actually was really good at it.
Seriously, I would say, well, it might be this, and I went with something else, and Lennon was like, no, it's this. I'm like, I almost said that.
Yep. You know she doesn't know shit about shit.
I don't know shit about shit, but I knew the Castlevania one, I knew it was Zelda, and then I got the Mario one right away. That was the easiest. Yep. But the other was Zelda and Castlevania.
I don't remember. Again, I also don't remember shit about shit. I don't remember what tracks I used and
What are shit?
what the answers were. I don't remember any of that. I just remember it was a segment that we did once.
Alright, well it was like 3 years ago, wasn't it?
It was. Oh my god, it was.
Yeah.
4.
We've almost been doing this podcast right here for 4 years.
It was 4 years ago.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I was student teaching.
Can you
3 years ago.
believe how long ago multiplayer was?
Yes, I cannot believe that.
Yeah. I mean, one of the first Zelda episodes that we did, we were talking about. Did you see? Hear what Jontron said on Game Grumps?
Yeah.
He was like, oh!
Yep, and he
That's
quit
frightening.
right after that.
He did, yeah.
Also, we have Tara here. Hi.
Oh my god, I forgot. We hadn't even.
Who's that?
Sorry.
We really just, the three of us really just steal the show all the time.
We do, and then
Yeah, we do.
and when Dave's here, he's just like,
Yep.
Dave doesn't say shit.
he will be here later.
Yeah, Dave is on his way.
Yep. He's on his
He's
day.
walking here as we speak.
But we,
He's making his way down.
it was either.
Walking fast.
Say that.
It was either start an episode without Dave and he shows up in the middle of it, or we wait till Dave gets here and do like a half-hour episode.
Yeah.
Because I have a show tonight, so we all gotta party out when we get to.
Party out, party,
Party out, party up,
blah, 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 blah.
party down.
Oh, ha, Miami.
Ah,
I think it's funny that you like that song.
I do like that song.
What song?
Miami by Will Smith.
Do you know he's thinking about getting into politics?
Uh-huh. I saw that today, actually.
I'd be okay with that.
I think a lot of people would.
It's better than Trumpalump.
Trumpalumpagus.
The Trumpalumpagus.
No,
It's just
like,
this big woolly mammoth thing that says terrible, terrible things and nobody cares.
No, I was
Terrible,
thinking of one of
racist
the, I was
things.
thinking of one of the Oompa Loompas, but Trumpalumpa?
I love the idea of Trumpalumpagus.
Spits. Ah!
Trumpalumpagus. You gotta
Hey,
draw
hey,
that.
Trumpalumpagus.
Is that Charlie talking to him?
No, that's
No,
Big Bird.
Oh.
Hey, Trumpalumpagus. What do you have to say today?
Racist.
Oh, Jews. What's that, Trumpalumpagus? I didn't quite hear you.
Everyone
You ever
is
seen their
Muslim.
noses?
Everyone is
They're
Muslim.
huge.
Just,
What's huge?
just like mine.
It's like mine. Just like me, I'm huge. Their noses are huge. You get the connection.
My
We both
head
rule
is-
everything.
My hair is...
I love that one
Dumb.
GIF, or not GIF, it's a Vine, where it's somebody just like takes very short clips of one of Trump's speeches and overlays Funky Town with it. Hello, you people know a lot about trucks. Bing, bing, bong, bing, bong, bong, bing, 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 bong.
Oh my god!
Hey,
What the fuck?
Do you guys remember the Family Guy episode? Family Guy episode!
Family Guy EpiPen?
Where
Keeps you
Peter
from
got stung by a bee.
anaphylactic.
Nobody watches Family
got
Guy,
stung.
Erica.
She's so distraught. Get to your fucking point.
Do you remember the episode when Lois
No.
was running for mayor?
No. Go on.
You don't remember
I
that?
really don't, but no.
We
Go
just
on.
established the fact that none of us watch Family Guy.
No, I thought we all did.
No!
Oh, well, then never
Nobody
mind.
watches that show. Do you guys remember?
Oh, I thought you were just
that
kidding.
one when the guy did the thing,
I thought you guys were just kidding.
and then they repeated the joke for 5 minutes in the next 7 episodes?
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
great.
god, it was
And
so...
10 minutes of that
Classic.
episode was filled up with ah.
It was a chicken doing that noise to fucking Conway Twitty.
Bark, bark.
Hey, that's my chicken.
That's my chicken.
That was not
I'm stealing another
inconspicuous.
Clementine.
Clementine.
My darling Clementine.
I fucking love these things. I haven't had them in forever, so I'm gonna eat most of, not all of them.
I had a bunch of gigantic oranges earlier.
Really?
Yeah. It's
navel
funny though
oranges?
because since they're growing in winter.
Did they have belly buttons?
Yes.
Those are
yes,
navel
they do.
oranges.
Yeah, navel oranges. The really big ones.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, wait, let's go back.
They have belly buttons. You have to yank them
What?
out. You gotta
Navel
yank them out.
oranges look like they have belly buttons.
Oh.
Hence how they got their name.
Yeah,
navel
but
oranges.
it's like they're
Makes
all
sense.
skin and hardly any fruit on the inside.
but they're huge. It's like a fucking grapefruit with a belly
It
button.
really is.
I thought they were ensigns.
Yep.
So
What?
Tara, I want you to
navel joke.
read. I want you to read and explain this
I hear her
incredible.
name and I
Before-
think of Gone with the Wind.
That's
Before...
exactly where it came from. So
I've been
point.
watching.
Oh.
I've been watching it marathon on AMC, and that's how I'm thinking to remember
over
your name.
and over again.
Before we get into that, I gotta know, what's the difference between a clementine and an orange besides its size?
You can peel the fucking skin off.
I think that's about it.
Is that really it?
What about a nectarine? I think nectarines are actually more like peaches.
Are they?
They are.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're like in between an orange peach.
I don't know. I can't classify fruit.
Yeah.
You're not an expert.
I'm not a biologist.
Botanist.
I'm not a fruitinist.
Fruitness.
Fruitinist.
I'm the rootin' tootinest fruitinist you've ever seen.
I like being. Oh,
I have a
He's
PhD in
rootness,
fruitology.
tootness,
I like
fruitness,
whenever I can
and the
peel it and it
wild,
comes
wild
all
west.
in one piece.
Got some lemon zest or some orange zest.
I know. As soon as I peel it off, it's like
Lemon zest.
Okay, explain this thing.
That's a zesty lemon.
Trumpa lumps.
The juice.
Okay, so what M, who is
What M?
on M's Exploding Pancreas a couple
Uh-huh.
episodes back,
Aw.
and decided to send me some video game
Pancreas.
reviews that her coworker did. And
Oh my god.
there's
These are hysterical.
How can this go wrong?
there's one for Mass Effect and one for Kingdom Hearts.
Okay.
So for Mass Effect, hey look, a space game. They've never done that before. Mass Effect is a game where you join the space police and have to kill a bunch of robots who are going to kill everyone if you don't kill them first or if you fail a stat check for charisma. The best part of this game is where you get to visit planets and do whatever you want. The only problem is that they spent the entire budget on getting Seth Green to voice act a legless space pirate. So they just kind of made all the planets a giant fucking square with a bunch of mountains in the way. Watch as you struggle to get from point A to point B as your fucking piece of shit land tank flips over for the 1000th time trying to scale Mount Everest. Game of the year up in here. You can level up and shoot things, but don't shoot too much or you'll burn your little space hands. You can also nail alien women, which is kind of cool. And you can level up. This is an RPG. There's space dinosaurs. I mean, what else do you want? This game literally has everything. Don't play it. Rating, 5 legless Seth Greens.
What in the hell? That's not what I expected in the slightest.
Really?
I expected, like, if Amber wrote a video game review.
Nah.
It was a game... I don't remember what I did.
Can we do
Yeah.
that?
What's next?
Bioshock. You shoot things, there's a big daddy. The guy puts a syringe in your wrist.
A syringe?
There was like a girl
I think.
or something. All I remember is that we were in space.
You're in space. Somewhere beyond the space. Space.
Was this set in the 1700s?
I think so.
Yeah. I remember that song.
What?
Yeah, I just kind of yelled, "What?" This stuff smells terrible.
Okay, do you want to hear the Kingdom Hearts one too?
I like the Kingdom
Bring
Hearts
it.
ones better.
This game starts off on Kid Island, where a bunch of androgynous ladyboys spend their days having foot races or some shit, so you
Nailed
know
it.
it's gonna be good.
Snailed it.
Haley Joel Osment voices the main character Sauron and has a spooky
Sauron.
nightmare and fights a large black man with a fucking set of keys. Later you meet that mentally challenged dog and racist duck from Disney. Why? Who the fuck knows? It's a stupid fucking game. You fight a fat mermaid or something and find Michael Mouse at some point. I don't know, maybe that's the sequel to this abortion of a game. Who cares? Seriously, why are you playing this? You could be playing something better like Minesweeper or MS Paint. Game's dumb and you're gum too. For giving these people your money to make a shitty Disney movie with Final Fantasy ladyboys in it. Seriously, why do the Japanese always make their characters ladyboys? It's like the whole damn country is some sort of freak fetish. There's also that dumb shit with a gummy ship that you fly to go places. Oh yeah, and you can jump and press square button to attack. Rating, 5 ladyboys.
Alright, listen. What we need to do is have somebody...
Somebody.
To love.
Dan, if we can swing it, I don't know who, needs to be sitting in a chair in front of a fire and just read these staring directly at the camera the entire time, and that's the whole video. Just a review of Kingdom Hearts. Just the Keith Paradise. Let's get Keith fucking Paradise.
Yeah.
Let's just have Keith Paradise do this. We'll just set down a camera and have Keith play a game and say, "What do you think?"
So this game is called fucking BioShock or something. So you're underwater and...
How the fuck am I reading this?
And that's as far as I care. You know what I did? I turned on fucking Pit Football. That's what I did.
God.
That's a game that I can actually get the fuck into, okay? I don't need any of this underwater shit. The graphics were terrible. They were good, but they were terrible.
You're goodable.
I just like doing a Keith Paradise impression. It's fun.
I know,
It's
right?
fun being a bitter old man. Dating in your 30s is like buying a used car at a junkyard. There's just pieces missing. Some of the parts haven't worked in years. You can get a good deal, but I mean, at what cost?
Hopefully next week we will have him on this podcast
I'm looking forward to
with
that.
Wes Williams.
And we'll just sit back and just
Where are
let
we
the
gonna do
shitstorm
Yes,
commence.
this podcast will become the Wes Williams Keith Paradise show.
Yeah.
That'll be great.
Yeah, we're not gonna say shit.
like-
I have to come to that.
Keith
Wind 'em
Paradise.
up and just let 'em
Keith
go.
Paradise always has precedence over whatever we're talking about.
Always.
And Wes Williams always has precedence over whatever we're talking about.
Yeah.
So which
We'll
one
just-
happens?
we'll be the audience.
Keith wins.
Keith wins.
Keith is gonna win. He'll make you shut the fuck up. He'll do it.
We'll just be the audience.
Yeah.
We're
We're here.
We're here for the laugh track.
pretty
Yeah.
much.
Exactly. We'll just be those Muppets, Waldorf and Statler.
Yeah.
The two-
I love the laugh tracks where someone laughs like, and you just hear that in the background.
There was a whole episode of Radio Lab where they talked about people who were the live studio audience for different shows
Okay.
because they had good laughs.
Uh-huh.
So that
Makes
was apparently
sense.
a thing once.
Well, I mean, who do you...
Having a live studio audience is just for the fact that they wanted genuine laughs.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And then laugh tracks came along. And they're like, "Oh, this is much easier. We don't
we
have to
don't
pay a
need
bunch of
this
people."
shit, yeah.
We'll just record what they already did.
Well, I mean, who do you want to show up in the crowd and be like, all right, what's your laugh like? Get out.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You think they'd like mine?
Well, that's one of them.
Yeah, I think it'd be distracting, to be honest with you.
The other one is like when you really get into laughing. Not quite like that, but it's like
Yeah.
it gets really high pitched and like it like goes
Well, I can't-
off of
I
the
can't-
audible
I
spectrum.
can't breathe for a little bit, and then it's just me yelling because that's all I can get out of. Just I can't do
Oh
that.
yeah, you're right. Lucy.
You'll
What the
gossip.
fuck is that?
Is that what Lucille Ball's laugh sounds like?
No, she would go.
That's her cry. It's like her whine cry.
It was her.
Yeah. Have you ever watched that show?
No, I don't think
Seriously?
I have. No, I haven't.
What?
I claim it's legitimately the best sitcom ever.
It is.
I'd agree with that. That
Yeah.
show was freaking amazing.
Yeah, it's still funny. Like, and it's what's weird. It's in the fucking 50s.
Mm-hmm.
I would say about 90% is like still relevant.
It is.
That's the
pretty great.
amazing part. Like, it's not outdated.
I've
in
just
like
never
any
happened
way.
on
The weird part for me
anything.
is, obviously, I grew up watching I Love Lucy.
Yeah,
But then, when I watch...
you're old.
I know, right? I was like 5 when it came out. What? And I watch older movies, like 20 years before Lucy, and it has Lucille Ball or William Frawley in it. And they're playing serious parts. And I'm just like,
Oh, it's weird. Yeah.
it's like any actor today. If they're a comedian and they're in a serious part, like watching them on Law and Order.
Yeah.
When they're on SVU
They
and
did
they're
it,
a
by the way.
comedian.
Rule of thumb. Oh, there's a guest star in Law and Order. Yeah,
He's
they
a
did it.
comedian.
Yeah.
No, they did it.
They did it,
They
and
were
they're a
the- they were the
comedian, most
murderer.
likely.
There was a joke that I used to do a long time ago, which was, if you're watching any sort of crime drama show on NBC, here's how it goes. If there's a guest star on Law and Order, they did it.
Yes.
On Dateline, if they're not interviewing the main suspect, he's guilty because he's in fucking jail.
Actually, unless they show them first, the person they're interviewing, and they're clearly in a
In
prison
orange,
jumpsuit,
if they're in orange,
or another.
it's a good indication. 3, if you're watching Harry's Law, reevaluate your fucking life. And then they canceled that show, and now I can't make that joke anymore.
Yeah.
Curse you, NBC, and your
always-
shitty programming.
If you ever watched A Haunting on the Discovery Channel,
What the hell is that?
if
That looks like a lizard.
a piece of orange is dangling off of Lennon's
Orange
finger.
fibers. Oh, it's a ghost
You're
spider.
watching A Haunting, and the people are like shadowed out, like you can't see their voice. They can't see
We
their
don't want-
voice.
You can't see their
Oh,
We don't want the ghosts to identify us.
then it's probably a little more
The
genuine.
ghosts are like
Can
the
you-
mob.
Can you hear their ears?
Yes,
Can
Erica.
you?
Can you hear the ears?
Who's jingle belling?
What the fuck? Can you hear their ears?
I don't know. Let me
Oh, he
see.
said, "Can you?" He said they cover their
Sounds like
faces
ear.
so you can't hear them talk.
Oh, yeah. Because that's how it works.
So I
yeah.
said, "Can you hear their ears?" Now they actually show
Their
a haunting.
auditory is based on movement.
They show a haunting on Animal Planet.
Just
now.
one?
Yeah, just one. No, a haunting is on Animal Planet.
Why?
Because it's a ghost dog!
No, none of them.
The same
hardly
reason they
anyone-
have Treehouse Masters on Animal Planet.
Yeah, I was gonna
don't
say there's not much.
understand.
Animals live in the trees.
Fuck is Treehouse Masters.
They build giant tree houses, like
Like
brilliantly beautiful tree houses in trees.
Oh. In
Like-
trees? No, no kidding.
Hey,
And they
build them
build them in the
underground.
fucking ocean.
hey, most of the houses considered tree houses that I know aren't put in trees.
Please say that again.
What?
Hold on. I wasn't
I've had a
listening
lot
as
of
intended.
friends who would say, "Hey, come play in my tree house,"
Yeah.
but it wasn't in a tree.
Then they're fucking liars, is what your
It's
friends
a,
are.
It's a stilt house.
It's called a house.
In my backyard, there's a next to it.
a tree shack?
a next
Fucked up Aaron.
next to a tree house.
Next to a tree
It's
house.
And
like-
theirs was a next to a
It's
tree
like
house.
inside the branches, but it's on stilts, so it's like as high as
Oh.
the tree branches are.
It's in the
It's
tree,
just-
but not a tree
It's
house.
just standing next to the tree.
Next to
It's
the
in the
tree
treehouse.
It's an imitation tree house.
It doesn't have a roof.
It's an imitation house.
Yeah, it really is.
It's just
Isn't
imitation. It's not anything.
It's a box with three lids.
It's like a.
They're called walls, Erica.
No, I said a box with 3 lids.
It's like the
I
one
know.
time,
the word you're looking for is wall.
It's like,
Lids.
that's like the one time.
Hey, but a
We're-
floor's not
okay.
a wall.
I'll just wait.
It is if you turn it to the side, which it sounds like you can
Sit
do
back
with
and
this
watch.
treehouse. You can just pick it up and just rotate it and just set
But
it back
the
down
other
again.
wall would be a.
I'm sorry,
horse.
the next to the
The
tree
other
house.
wall would be a house.
How many houses are you living
I'm
in?
just done for the podcast. I'll just let them argue back and forth about tree
It's
houses.
not much of an argument when she can't even put out her fucking statement.
There's that laugh I was talking about.
All it takes her like 15 minutes to spit out a single sentence.
Sleepy Q. Not even a sponsor. What am I doing?
We don't have any.
Crunchyroll.
What was that?
I'm just waiting for.
My sides hurt.
She's lost her fucking mind. Casey, you want to tag in while she's tagged out?
Okay.
Tell your story.
Yeah. There was this one time.
There's a story?
Speaking of fake tree houses or fake houses. Oh no! Now it's happening.
Oh.
Now it's happening.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
We have a
What are you saying?
Sleepy Q.
Sleepy Q.
What's his dust?
Don't worry about it.
We were trying to build a shed.
It's our sponsor.
Yeah.
Shed pool.
Shed pool. Soft pool.
Soft pool.
We were trying to build a shed out back, and
it was just in a tree. We don't know what happened.
It just went.
Oh shit!
this development that I live in is like a dystopian future where like they have all
There's no blacks.
Is that like the
way
Givers?
too many. Well, that's true.
What?
It's like
Said there's no blacks.
there's well they have all these rules like you gotta have
No blacks.
You can't breathe.
You're ruining my punchline.
I'm sorry.
No breathe.
Shut
Let's
up.
move on.
For
So we were
once.
trying to build this shed, and we had to get a contractor who worked for the lake to come in and
Yeah.
survey our area, being
Get
like,
a
okay,
permit and-
yeah, you can
For
build
the
right
tree
there,
house?
like no, a shed.
Oh.
Yeah, anytime
Oh,
you build
okay.
shit and you're in a community like that, you gotta do that
So
shit.
so he's like,
Yeah.
okay, surveying the place. This is where you're building.
Survey
Yeah.
says.
Survey says you can build this shed.
Tell him what he wins! This
He
new shed!
A
Noose.
And
Shed!
so like, okay, you can build it. So we start building the foundation and everything. We
Yeah.
get a letter like a week later, like, you can't build that shed.
It's like the worst Bob
excuse
the
me.
Builder title episode ever.
Excuse me!
You can't build that shed. Yes, we can.
Actually,
Hands
no,
of a
you
subpoena.
can't.
No,
we
I'm
have the
afraid.
paperwork right
Yeah,
here. We're gonna
no.
take it to court.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well, let me just take the floor away and burn it and make a house.
So
Brett.
you're just batting 1,000 today.
I haven't even had any alcohol. What the hell's wrong with me?
You don't need
That
the
might be
alcohol.
No,
Yeah.
usually
Yeah.
this is
Yeah, I
how I
think
am
you
with
need that.
alcohol.
I
No, this is usually how I am with alcohol. Why am I
What's in these clementines? Speaking of which, I'm gonna have this.
Yeah, clementines.
Oh, my
Those ones
sound so good.
darling.
No,
Oh,
my
that-
darling.
Go ahead.
Clementine.
Just stop wrestling the
I know,
bag.
that's why I threw the bag on the ground.
Jesus Christ. So we tried to build this thing. We kept building it, ignoring them and their letters. And then some guy came to a house and was like,
See?
listen, you can't build that because if you expect to live there, you can't build this. You can't build a second house on this
How
property.
do they know that they're building? Like, did they fly over in a helicopter and see you guys building it? Did they go behind the...
I don't know.
The
but it
neighbors
was-
have
It
binoculars.
was
That's
just
about it.
ridiculous that they're like, you can't build a second house on your property.
It's not a house!
Excuse me?
Is that really what they
Yes, that is actually what they said.
Oh my god.
They said you can't live there. If you expect to live
Yeah,
there...
no
shit.
no shit.
First of all, it's
Can
a
the
shed.
lawnmower live there? Because that's what it's gonna do.
Yeah. Eventually, we just yelled at them a bunch, and they're like, all right, we'll back off, Jesus.
Build your fucking second house, shed.
Power of Christ compels you.
Build your mower house.
Build your lawnmower home.
Yep.
And the lawnmower's like, no place like mowers.
That lawnmower has so many hoes in its place.
It's disgusting. They're there all night.
I want to shoot myself now.
Go ahead, do it.
I think Tara wants to shoot you also.
I'm gonna drown my sorrows in clementines.
There you go. Drown your sorrows in
Fish.
clam. What? Fish?
Yeah, on that game over. Oh, that's apples to apples. I thought it was
God!
I thought it was a fish from like
This
Doctor
week
Who.
on things that nobody cares about.
I thought it was like the fish from Doctor Who. Doctor Who. Dr. Seuss.
My God, what is happening? This is
Thank
very
God
well
you're
done.
not a
This is a
comedian.
great first impression, Erica.
I know.
Thank God you're not a
And I'm
comedian.
the
Imagine
teacher.
you on stage tonight.
You,
Good
TV
Lord.
teacher.
you would just be like, so let me tell you guys about... help.
Oh no, seriously, I do that in the classroom. I yell help and the kids are like, did you just yell help?
Of course they did.
Yeah,
'cause they're
or how
looking
to
for
pee on
any.
it.
They're looking for any opportunity to hear swear words.
Erica, do you know why you can't hear a pterodactyl go to the bathroom? Because the P is silent.
Paw.
reaction was that? Paw.
The other day I was...
You're from the Beverly Hillbillies.
Paw.
Watched that show the other day.
Oh, yeah?
It was...
Was it about a poor mountaineer barely kept his family alive?
No, it was.
Then he stracks oil.
Stracked oil?
It was a Christmas episode.
Oh.
He struck
Which, by the
Christmas.
way, listen, he struck Christmas. Yes, Erica.
You should scream.
He fucking struck Christmas. How lucky can one man be?
Take it to the ground and a Christmas tree just... Whoa!
Yep.
Red and green gold.
Yeah.
And then snowmen.
Texas Christmas. I don't know.
Anyway,
I tried.
Hey,
It was a
here's
Christmas
something that
episode.
pissed me off.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving was on Thursday.
Yes, it was.
was it?
On Friday,
Christmas.
do you know how many fucking Christmas specials were on TV?
Yeah.
There were like 6. I have like 5 channels. There were 6.
Hallmark,
That's how many there were.
Hallmark started showing their cheesy Christmas movies on Halloween.
Started to see. Oh.
Hallow
Ooh.
fucking
Well, that's
Ween.
tough.
Well,
But,
nobody cares about Thanksgiving anymore.
but why is...
What's Thanksgiving?
Exactly.
But why is... I want to know why every single TV channel is like, Thanksgiving. Is it over?
Christmas!
Thanksgiving's over. Thanksgiving. Shoot, Grandma got run over by a reindeer right now. Right now. You knew that.
We have this new, just unspoken rule that if it's not December, we're calling it Shitsgram. Because that's an anagram of Christmas. You rearrange the letters in Christmas, you get Shitsgram.
Shitsgram.
That's like Taco Cat backwards is Taco Cat.
That's right, it is. So is, like,
You're welcome.
a man, a plan, a canal, Panama. Backwards is a man, a plan, a canal, Panama.
Amazing.
Words.
Words. But anyway, when I was teaching the other day...
Do you think
talking
there are
about
people who just try and find palindromes? Like, they just write a
Oh,
sentence
I'm
down,
not-
and then they run it backwards and go, fuck, and they start another one.
Oh, that's why people think that Led Zeppelin dedicated an entire album to Satan.
To Dead Zeppelin.
No, Zed Zeppelin.
Well, there was I actually was researching for an essay I was doing in college, and I happened upon the Wikipedia article about Klingon language,
Uh-huh.
and how people in the fan community actively try to find palindromes in Klingon.
That's doing too
Wow,
much.
that's fantastic.
That's
Good for those
my
losers.
livelihood.
Is it?
Klingon.
I make more money doing that than teaching.
Doing
What?
Klingon?
You were
Looking for
saying.
palindromes in Klingon.
You were saying.
No, whenever I was teaching a couple weeks ago and a kid took their shoes off to see how long I would notice, and I'm like, put your feet back on. And they go,
That's a palindrome.
well,
You're stupid.
We were talking about this before palindromes. And the kid looks at me, he's like, these are my shoes. And I was like, I call shoes feet. Now put your feet on. He's like, okay, I'll put my feet on.
And then you
Riveting
scarred that
story.
kid for life.
Riveting
Well, I was
story.
trying to tell it earlier when it was more relevant, and then you just told me to tell the story. So I said, all right, I'll tell the story.
Great.
Just in that voice, yeah.
Help.
Now,
He's a buddy.
it's been a long time since I've been on an
It's
episode.
been such a long time.
Either,
I can't stop now.
yeah. It's, since the last episode that I was on,
It's true.
my house had
Caught fire.
National
don't say
James
that.
Bond Day.
Ah, yes. National James Bond Day.
Anybody else happen to catch the movie?
Nope.
Oh,
Was it good?
it's very good. It's very, very good. It's excellent. The theme song is terrible.
Well, they haven't really been doing so well with theme songs lately.
What?
Right?
You're fucking Adele?
And what?
Skyfall.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen any
That
James
song
Bond
is
movie.
amazing.
Okay.
It's like
I at least know the song.
it's one of the best
Was it
Bond
Hello?
theme songs. I think it was not. Did you watch Ellen DeGeneres at all?
Occasionally.
She did a pretty good bit where she was. It's as soon as I start to say it, you can figure out the entire sketch.
Okay.
But she was just sitting in her house and the phone rings. And she picks it up, she goes, hello, and it's Adele from her music video for that Hello song.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just a back and forth conversation between her and, like, the lyrics of the
I
song.
saw that, but
pretty
I
good.
didn't watch the video for it. It's
Pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
It was
See,
well done.
I can't talk music around you because I
Because?
feel incredibly inferior.
I'm sorry.
okay.
I'm sorry. I have a nearly eidetic memory, so.
So do
Oh,
I.
shit.
You're like Shelly.
Sweet.
Yeah, that helps me a lot because I don't remember
We were in the car earlier, and he's like, "This band is called Extreme, I think." No, it's Cinderella. I'm like, "Oh yeah, Tom Kiefer." He's like, "Well, I'm sorry."
Pretty much.
That's pretty good.
That's usually me with music.
That's a good level.
Or me with movies, too. Like, I can hear an actor's voice, and I'm like, oh, that's this movie, and they're no.
I can watch movies or comedy sketches or anything and have it memorized after one time.
Not to mention, you can probably recite the entirety of Macbeth right now.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Can you,
Yeah,
though?
we'd be here a while.
Yeah, that would take a long time.
But
We'd be
can
here
you?
for a week.
I can probably, 50% memorize.
Ugh!
Dear Christ.
I love it. That's awesome.
Miami.
I take the English major life
ha.
very seriously.
This shit.
Yeah, I'm being put to shame over here.
Yeah, you're out. You're out
I'm
of the
pretty.
podcast.
I'm just gonna leave.
You're in.
Have her come in one day when you're teaching. You're like, I have a friend who can recite it. So let's listen to Macbeth.
So,
Let's do a little ditty for the kiddies.
yeah, everybody dies.
Yay! And then she has a Billy in the front row.
She has
Or
a
you have
Billy. There's a Billy in the front row.
There is. It's a goat.
That's my favorite American folk song.
Billy in the front
Folk
row.
sing song?
Yeah, Billy in the front row.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know that
Don McLean, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Pull out a door.
That folk singer.
Yeah.
I just picked a name as fast as I
Yeah,
could.
you tried.
I tried.
Paul Bunyan.
It didn't work.
3 out of 5.
I don't think he was a
What?
singer.
You tried.
Oh, B out of 5. Yes.
B out of 5.
You know that folk singer Maroon 5?
I know that was his name.
Oh my god. You know who's got a really good bluegrass band?
There's a farmer in the dale.
Farmer or Dad.
Steve Martin.
Yes.
Very good.
He's also
Wonder
very
if
good
my
at the
dad would like
banjo.
him. He likes bluegrass.
Yes, that's why he's in a bluegrass band.
Yeah, that's why he's good at the banjo. Because
That's why he's in a bluegrass band.
I was busy trying to improv Maroon 5 as a folk singer
Folk
song.
sound.
Folk
I
sound.
just can't today. I'm
Just
sorry.
gotta go twang, and that's it. We're the only ones who can today. They can't. We can.
I know, right?
Well,
We is me and Tara.
you haven't had much of the chance
We is
to
me and Tara.
trip over your own
We are
tongue
all
yet.
together.
Did you listen to me reading those? I was tripping over my tongue, but that's normal.
You tripped on your tongue? Didn't that hurt?
It was terrible.
Yeah, I bet it was.
Mama said, didn't your feet
Do you
hurt?
think
I was
lizards have ever done that? Like somewhere in nature in this unfilmed
What about a snake?
location.
You think snakes trip on their tongue?
No. Mine is much more plausible.
Go
They just
right
start
ahead.
I don't know, where a lizard just blahs and then just like, whoa!
Wait,
And nobody saw a thing,
Like, he
and he
goes
just
to grab
keeps
a bug,
going.
but he misses,
Yeah.
and he just doesn't realize and just steps on it and just tumbles.
Yeah,
Right, so he
it's
does-
just one, or not necessarily. I'll settle for just like a little misstep where it's just whoa,
So
and then
wait,
it keeps moving. That it's something the Discovery Channel will never discover.
I don't know. I feel like most animals in the animal kingdom don't just make mistakes.
I'm
Like
pretty
you
sure
see
they do.
dogs and cats being derpy all the time, but
Yeah.
you never see a lizard just like, "Ah!" It always knows exactly where it's
I've
going.
seen the DJing lizards for their front hands just kind of
Oh, chameleons.
yeah.
my snake used to make mistakes all the time. He'd go
Yeah.
up to the top of the tank and he'd be too fat, and then you would just hear.
Speaking of
Oh yeah,
chameleons,
And he
they
was
fuck
just-
up. Animals fuck up all the time.
speaking of chameleons, I'm
Cooper
upset.
fucks up all the time.
Yeah.
You don't
Let
need
me
to be
one more.
upset.
Dave!
Thank you, dog. I
America dog.
just always think of a really good Far Side cartoon.
Yeah.
Where it's rarely seen moments in nature, and it's a deer that's like jumping over a log, but there's like a tree branch right at antler level, and you can just see that he's not going to make it, and that's as far as the cartoon goes.
That was a very loud tip.
Dave, take a seat. You don't even need to set up
Have
your
a seat,
your-
Dave. Yep,
your
we got you all
computer
ready to
right
go.
Fucking okay.
Okay.
You're not coming around this way, by the way. I don't see that happening. In any way, shape, or form.
Unless you can confirm.
Yep.
So this is Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Hi.
I'm Tara.
Very nice to meet you.
Where's
Nice
where,
to meet you.
Making connections here on the groupcast.
Oh,
in the
oh.
middle?
I guess.
Oh.
Yep,
Okay.
bring it.
I didn't know this.
Have a skeet.
I would have moved.
Well, not while I'm
Yeah,
here.
please don't
No,
have
let's
a
not do that.
All these
I'm
bitches.
not trying to grope you.
You gotta take me on a date first.
Have you ever heard the acoustic version of that song?
Have a skeet.
Oh, it's
Have a
fantastic.
time.
Ow, skeet, motherfucker.
Yeah, there's an acoustic version of that song.
I've heard a lesbian chick do "Dick in the Box" on the acoustic guitar.
It's my dick in a box.
She was really good at it too. You could have sworn that dick was right there.
You just saw it. Speaking of chameleons, I'm upset.
Oh, yeah, chameleon. Let's catch up, Dave. Erica's fumbled every fucking sentence she said. Let's move on.
Yeah,
Okay.
I tried to build a shed, and people were like, no, you can't.
Really?
Yeah.
And then I went. That was me laughing.
Oh,
And the James Bond movie was good.
was it?
I got...
Go on.
Okay.
I'll get back to my chameleon and my hatred later.
So as I talked about on the last episode that I was on with Rolls and Casey,
Yes.
it's a big fucking event
Yes.
at our house every time a James Bond movie comes out. There were like 7 or 8 of us that went to the movie theater.
All right.
There's one guy who I'm going to call Don,
Oh,
I
yeah, I've
guess,
been waiting
because
to
I
hear
said
this
Don
story.
McLean earlier. So we're gonna call him Don.
Okay.
Not.
Gone.
Don. What?
Andy! Andy!
James Bond.
I work at the local jail!
Is that Spectre?
Bye-bye, Miss American Pie!
This song's terrible. The theme song's terrible, by the way.
That's terrible.
Because it's Sam Smith.
It's right, exactly. That's what I said. That's what I told Rolls. It's a Sam Smith song. It's not a James Bond song. There's a difference, and it was said in the latest Dude Soup from Funhouse.
Okay.
They actually talked about it, where James, who was a big James Bond fan, said,
No.
"This is how it works. You write a song for James Bond. You don't write a single for you."
Ah,
Is that what they
yes.
Oh, that's absolutely yeah.
Oh.
And they also said,
shame.
and Adam Kovic also said that Mystery Men is one of the best movies ever.
Good. It's a good movie.
It is a good movie.
And that's all I have to say about it, because I haven't fucking seen it.
It's such a good movie.
I haven't seen
I
it.
love
either.
it.
Is it a James Bond movie?
No, Mystery
I'm
Men
completely lost.
has names like in
Guide
it
me through
like
this.
Hank Azaria,
Megan?
William H. Macy,
Okay.
Pee Wee Herman.
Oh.
Shit. Who else is in
Oh
that?
shit!
He's the nose or something.
Uh,
no, he's the spleen.
He's the spleen.
I know some body
It's a
part.
group of loser superheroes with terrible to no powers.
The shoveler.
And they try the shoveler. He wields a shovel. That's William H. Macy's character.
Oh my god.
Sounds like
Hank
the
Azaria is the Blue Raja who throws forks at people. And Ben Stiller is oh shit, I forget what his name is.
He's fucking
but
Ben
he's
Stiller.
just angry. And he's like the Hulk if the Hulk never transformed. Like he's still trying to beat shit up, but he can't beat shit up. It's so good.
My personal favorite parody
That's so
superhero
good.
is the Incredible Sulk.
The Incredible Sulk, yeah. You won't like Sulk when he's sad.
He just gets smaller.
Oh yeah.
I don't
So
like
Dawn
So Dawn.
at the movie
The
theaters.
Dawn of Dawn.
Here, let's preface by saying, at my place before we went to the movies, might have been some drinking by some people.
Okay.
Okay.
We get to the movies, the drinking was still obvious to with some people. Dawn was loud as fuck
I was
during
gonna
like
say,
the
was Dawn one of them?
previews and stuff, but he was that terrible moviegoer that
Oh,
everybody fucking hates. Where there's like a preview.
He wouldn't turn off his rocket launcher before the show.
He would, but I mean, like the screen would like say like coming soon. You hear him go, "Coming soon." It's like Dawn, no, Dawn, stop, Dawn, no.
I personally
Dawn, no.
experienced people like that.
Yeah.
It
February
is- it is
17th.
agony.
February 17th. We can read, Dawn. Thank you.
There-
Thank
the
you very
words are
much,
there for
Dawn.
everybody.
And then it would, like, like, there'd be a scene, like, of an action scene where a guy, like, jumps from one rooftop to the other and punches a guy in the face, and Dawn would be like, "Wow, that guy got punched in the face. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you, Dawn.
I didn't see
Thank
that.
you."
It's like Mystery
Oh,
Science Theater 3000.
It's like Mystery
That's
Science
fucking
Theater
terrible.
0. There's no 3,000
Mystery
here.
Science Theater 5.
And there's also no mystery. It's fucking terrible, and we wanted to
it's-
stop.
Obvious
There's no science
Theater
either.
5.
It's,
Yeah.
No, it's
Obvious
just Theater
Science
5.
Theater.
Because
Yeah.
that's where they are. They're in Theater 5.
Yes.
It all makes sense.
He did it for every text and almost every scene that showed up on screen for the previews, and we're like getting looks. Like we're in the back, we're in the way back middle, and like there's like 5 or 6 faces I'm just seeing go. Just turn around. Dawn, it's time to shut up
And you
now.
slowly just creep away, get away.
Oh
from
yeah,
it. I don't belong to these.
yeah. But he did though.
One
Once
of these
once
things
we
is
said
not like the other, and I'm gonna go over here.
once we said Dawn, you should probably shut up now. He did
Oh, good.
until about. I don't know, maybe a half hour into the movie,
Okay.
where the words Alright, I got punched in the face. Were replaced with...
He fell
Don fell asleep in the middle of a James Bond movie.
Right.
Snoring.
Well, he'd been drinking that expensive.
Nudging the fuck out of Don. Him up. He fell asleep a good 3 or 4 times during this movie.
Wow. Why didn't you just take him out?
I don't know.
You should have done that.
Yeah.
He's like 60.
So?
And we just, whatever.
Just like elderly gentlemen, I'll take him out.
He was like 2 seats from me, and my mom was between me and Dawn. She fucking fell asleep too.
Oh, good. How do you fall asleep in a movie? I mean,
I never understood.
Because between the 7 people who were drinking, they went through, I think, 3 champagne bottles.
Ah. I see.
Yes.
At least it wasn't 3 vodka bottles between them.
Vodka bottles.
Bottles.
I tried to combine the 2 words.
Yeah, you
Came up with
vodka
vodkanas.
bottles were probably involved.
That's like
I'm
what happens
not
when
sure
Russian
how,
people cuddle a lot.
But they were.
Vodka bottles.
Well, that's like vodka. It's vodka and tequila all in one bottle now.
Great.
Oh,
Tequila.
I have a story about that tequila bottle.
Oh, yeah.
What tequila bottle, Dave?
His tequila bottle, Dave.
Last time I was here, tequila bottle.
Thanks, Dave.
I ended up bringing a tequila bottle.
Thanks, Dave.
I actually
Drank the tequila bottle.
I drank.
Oh,
I
you did.
drank,
You drank the
was
shit
it?
out of it.
It was like maybe half of the tequila bottle.
Yeah.
But still, that's a lot of tequila bottle.
He drank half tequila bottle, Dave.
So I ended up.
Glass and all.
It fucking hurt.
Terrible liquid.
It fucking hurt, but I did it because I could.
Because I've
I
lost
ended
control
up-
of my life.
I needed to prove my manly this.
That's why you're
By
making
eating
pudding at
glass.
4 in the morning.
Yep.
I ended up turning it into a like a little mini
Lollipop.
garden.
Nah.
It's got like little sand in it.
It's got
pebbles.
little.
It's got some dirt.
It's called a
on top.
desert.
And I'm actually growing something in it.
Is it
And
vodka?
I didn't
The
even
old vodka plant?
No,
I'm
he's
going-
he's
I'm
growing
gonna
a
grow.
cactus to make his own tequila.
Is it marijuana?
It is not marijuana.
Is
I
the
don't know
plant
what
is
it
the plant drunk?
It's
Is it like coming up all curvy and shit?
It's a
Actually, it
cactus.
kind of is.
Up next
That's
on-
starting to explain a lot.
No,
Up next on
if it grew
HGTV's
a cactus.
Up next
Tequila grows cactuses.
That would be. that
Up
would be
next on
fantastic.
HGTV's hit show Tiny Plants in Bottles. Dave is growing his own tiny plant in a bottle. Let's fill a half-hour block with about Dave's
Hello,
tiny
if
plant
they
in a
could take
bottle.
an hour for Dateline just to say he did it. They could take a
Well,
half an hour
have
to
you
say
seen
Dave made a
some of
plant.
the shows on HGTV?
Well,
Yes.
no,
How
They're
the
like
states got their
Property
shape.
Brothers,
I had a bottle.
They are like
And I
the
decided
most
to bring
scripted
it.
things I've ever seen.
the most annoying things ever.
Yes, they
Do
are.
you know what my dad hates most when he hears like stuff he hears on that channel? Window treatments.
Okay.
He wants to like skin a cat when he hears. window
Wait,
treatments.
back up. Wait,
Why?
Window treatments.
Why?
What about window
It just-
treatments?
Those are blinds.
Oh.
They call them window treatments
Oh,
on that
so it's
show,
not
and it
like-
drives my dad nuts. He's like, "They're
Okay,
fucking blinds. They're not window treatments."
Okay, I can understand that. That's kind of weird.
What were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just going to regale a short story that I heard that I had very few details of, where at an open mic recently, a guy went up on stage and said, my friend dared me I wouldn't eat a light bulb on stage, so he did.
Oh. Oh, wow.
That's the end of the story.
All right.
Chameleons.
So it's
right?
talking about chameleons. I'm upset.
It was at the Chameleon Club, actually, where this
Oh,
happened.
hey, look at
He
that.
died.
I hope so.
So,
I don't know if you're gonna eat a light bulb.
I've
You're-
mentioned...
You deserve it.
You're up there on the Darwinism Award.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've mentioned this before, but M, who was on one of the podcasts,
Yes.
has a door.
The gayest place
The
on
gayest
Oh, the
door
gay
of all
door.
time.
Yeah,
the one
yeah.
where people are constantly
Okay.
tearing down like posters and everything, and they just keep gayifying it even more.
They double down on the gay.
They double team it.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's what it means.
That is
And-
that is accurate.
That's what a gay do.
And it's really, at this point, it's just like a chart.
It's really
Okay.
educational.
Yeah.
Like, it started off as a big fuck you, like, okay, you tore down our sign, we're just gonna put more gay stuff. Now
Right.
it's like, this is this, this is this, this is this. And this led to what Casey's gonna get to.
So they have an explanation of all the different gender fluid types.
Boy, those are annoying.
Are they?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If you've seen as many as I have, they just get annoying.
I don't know. I find it kind of interesting.
They're interesting, but then they're annoying.
I know there's one that's like Z or like Z or something like that.
They use zir as their pronouns.
Something like that. I don't know.
I'm a
M-
zebra.
M
don't
uses
know.
they them pronouns, but
It's just part of the culture now.
Oh, I know it
It-
is. It just annoys me when people try to use it even though they're not. Like say
Oh, when
some
they're
pe-
not. Yeah.
when
Yeah.
they're not, or when they just want to.
I'm
be
sure that's
great.
very common on Tumblr.
Oh,
Well, I
good
don't-
lord, yeah.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
and see, that's the thing. I don't even use Tumblr.
Tumblr.
Wait, you finally
Scrabbles.
did you
Your
finally
tongue
get
is
off the
tumbling.
ride?
I use it just to get pictures of Ghost Pope.
There you go. And news.
Well, welcome back to the room.
No, I don't get news
Yeah.
anymore.
Okay, just
She
Pope.
made it.
Really hot older celebrities
Ghost
and Ghost Pope.
Yes.
Hot
Joe-
older celebrities as
Joe
in when
E.
they were my
Brown.
age.
There you go.
No, like celebrities I like 100 years ago that were my age now, that I am now 100 years ago.
Okay.
Now that you
Okay.
are 100 years ago?
millions.
Listen, okay,
I
so
like
when
people
when
that were
Erica
my age 100 years
when
ago.
Erica was 100 years ago,
That'll be me in 100 years.
so there's a chart where it's got all the different types of
Yeah.
gender people,
Mhm.
and
That's
it's
my gender.
Sexualities and gender
there you
identities.
go. Okay, yes. Each one
Window
has
treatments.
each one has a flag.
I'm a blind.
Each one has a flag,
Oh,
and
a
each
flag.
one
Oh.
has an animal to
That's a
represent
terrible
it.
joke.
They have spirit animals.
The
Just a
heterosexual
Tumblr.
Can I be an
thing.
eagle?
the heterosexual one is a chameleon, and the flag is black and white stripes.
Somebody's printer ran out.
Can I just be ignorant real quick?
Go ahead.
What's gender fluid?
Gender fluid is where you don't
I'll show
identify
you what gender
as
fluid is.
Ew.
no, but you don't. You don't exactly fit in the binary,
I'm
or
proud of
like
yourself.
you have a guy day and a female day.
You're
or
not
you
straight.
just-
You're not bi. You're just.
This is
that
just
guy.
gender. This is just gender, not sexuality. So it's yes, those are different.
Oh, I know. I know.
The look you were giving me was just like,
No, gender is the socially constructed
Yes.
view.
and gender fluid's like, okay, I'm feeling dudeish today,
Okay.
ladylike today. I don't give a fuck today. I'm an amoeba.
I'm a
Brown
brown.
again.
I'm a Scrabble.
I'm a screw that.
But I'm upset because all the other different people.
Sucks to be straight, doesn't it?
That's what I keep telling him.
Well, see, the thing is,
That's why
I'm
I'm not.
okay with it.
Exactly.
I just want a better flag. Everybody else gets cool flags. I
No,
get black and white
well,
stripes.
I believe that everybody is bisexual. Everybody.
I usually go pan, but I'm pan. So
I think everybody has a little bit of gay in them.
That's why I said
I-
everyone's bisexual.
I-
There is
Alright.
That's probably there, yeah.
I'd
every
probably be
single
able to get
girl on the
that.
planet has said, "Yeah, she's hot" or something like that. And every guy is like, I do that guy.
there are some days where I'm just like, maybe
It's a
I
little
just
bit of a
prefer
difference
men.
between
When
those
this
two
hot chick on a
statements
motorcycle
specifically.
rides by, and I'm like, nope, I'm gay.
Yeah, and that's exactly me. I'm like, you know what? And I'm, never mind.
We're learning so many things on the podcast today.
So many things.
I just want a different flag.
God
God
I'm
damn it.
sorry, your
Make your
sexuality's
own
boring.
flag.
Yeah, freaking Tumblr is like, no, being heterosexual is boring.
Who
We
cares?
gotta be trisexual
Well, that's like-
plankin.
Who
That's like how-
fucking cares? Wah, wah,
No,
wah.
it's like how, before the whole like fat pride, like body shaming thing came around. Whenever people always made fun of fat people, and then fat people came back around and just
Nailed him.
Fat people come back around a lot. Yeah.
And then they started making fun of skinny people just because they could. Now
Okay.
it's like gay people make fun of straight people just because they can.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't.
It's just like
I
that.
never hated on gay
It's a
people. I just
swinging
want a better
pendulum.
flag. I just want a cool
I know
flag.
people-
Make your own damn flag.
I know.
He has an
Honestly,
idea.
he
He's
has-
been talking about it all damn
Lennon
day.
has the best idea. Make your own flag.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you.
No, I know.
For a second there, I thought I had an idea for a flag, and you're like, hit it.
My flag. My flag
My fag flag.
is gonna. No, because I'm not. No.
My non-fag flag.
Okay. My flag is gonna be. It's gonna be red and blue and yellow.
That's sexist.
And it's gonna have an
Isn't that
eagle
chilly?
attacking a shark that's attacking another shark that's attacking a bear. And there's gonna be lasers and shotguns.
Did you
America.
travel in the past and ask yourself, what would you put on a flag? Because I'm pretty sure that's what a 5-year-old would put on a flag.
I just thought of that just now.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Good job.
That's pretty good. I'm all for it.
That's gonna be the straight flag.
I'm all for the eagle, shark, bear.
Yeah,
shark, bear.
That is the straight flag.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Everywhere a shark.
Yeah, Gay has the rainbow. Pan has like the blue and the yellow and the pink.
Yeah.
Bisexual is blue, pink, and purple.
Purple. And then wait, hold on. I'm trying to remember the other ones now. There's asexual is black, white, and purple.
Blurple.
Fancy.
There's so many, and I don't even know all of them.
Scrabbles flag.
Scrabbles.
But yeah, I'm always like, just because I'm born with my sexuality doesn't mean I have to be a trisexual plantkin.
You're trisexual.
I don't know, maybe that's a thing.
I like men, women, and bears.
Trisexual.
Well, have I got the bear for
There's
you?
only 3 things on the planet that I would fuck.
Men, women, and bears.
Primarily, debris. No, sorry.
My dad's softball team.
Don't come.
And bears.
Can we post those videos, by the way, on our channel of drunk Erica after the podcast?
Oh yeah,
last
I
week?
forgot about those.
Oh my god, those are amazing.
Erica, you have them on your phone.
Yes.
They need to be
that's right, you were
uploaded to the
making
Groupcast
videos.
channel.
We were
She
making
shared them
videos.
with me,
I have
and
them.
I fucking
They
love
are
them.
hilarious.
They're so
Well,
good.
I don't have them saved in the gallery on my phone anymore, but they're on my computer.
It
But
makes
the ones
me-
that I sent my friend, I might be able to reverse.
You didn't
and
talk
save
about
on my-
this.
It makes me want drunk vines to be a thing that Erica does.
I think that would be amazing.
Yeah.
See, we didn't talk about this because it's been a while. After the podcast that we recorded during the Drunkisode,
2 weeks ago.
yes,
Oh my god.
we just had Erica list things.
Yeah.
Because it started with me being like, Erica, name 10 things that are not Jackie Chan. And she did it.
She did.
I
I was
impressed.
surprised.
Yeah.
I was surprised.
And then after a while, Erica's like, I want to take a walk. It's hot down here. So we walk outside, we walk down the hill,
Yeah.
and we stand on the pier while the lake is drained. So it's just a pier on the ground.
Mud.
And we're just staring
It's
at
like
the
your treehouse.
We're just staring at the sky.
Only
Yeah.
it's a mud house.
It
I
was
remember
something.
that part.
Is that the end of
Next
your
to the
story?
lake house.
Yeah. Yeah. With Keanu Reeves.
Is that the end of that story?
I guess. Was there something else?
I don't know. I thought you were
Okay.
going somewhere.
We don't
with
remember.
Yeah.
Do you have Deadpool socks?
I do.
Cool.
I also have Deadpool Industrial.
She has a Deadpool outfit.
that. I am Deadpool.
And every time I see your Deadpool, like, sweatpants, I think soft pool. Every
Pull
time.
down the sides and he goes,
Soft pool.
That's funny.
That's my pool.
Erica, your pool lives on.
It will.
Lives on in my memory, which
Not a lot of
apparently is
women-
in that box
not-
over there.
Not a lot of women want their pool to be memorable. Okay.
Okay, we'll move
I
on.
need to have another party sometime where I don't die.
That would be a
Yeah.
great idea. I would
Does
be
she know that story?
in for down for
I
that.
do not know that story.
Why don't
Both
you?
of Erica's birthday
I got
parties have.
There
belligerently
we go.
blackout drunk.
Yeah.
And everyone,
Oh, that
my
story.
friends kicked everyone out and took care of me. Nearly took me to the
And Rolls
emergency
got
room.
cock blocked.
He did.
And I remember
As Rolls is
Wes
apt to
Williams
do.
getting really sassy with the one girl.
Yep.
Well, because
Well, she was sassy.
Wes
Oh,
drove
yeah.
an hour to my party
Mm-hmm.
and was asked to leave 15 minutes after he got there because that's when they were going to possibly take me to the emergency room.
It sucked.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
And
If
then,
I would have been aware of what was going on, I would have said, no one's leaving. I
Let
just
them
need to
stay.
calm the fuck down.
and then at one point,
But I passed
that
out for
sassy
4
girl
hours.
is like, I can outdrink anybody, and Rolls goes, excuse me.
Rolls and I both went.
My
Well,
talents are
you'd be
needed.
surprised how much that one drinks.
That one.
But
That
not as
one?
much as
I-
Rolls.
Yeah.
I
Rolls has everybody beat. I mean, last
What are they,
week,
Hanai?
sure.
last
This
week
one,
he had
this
that,
one only cares about whatever.
during the drunkest he drank,
Oh,
what,
man,
7 or 8
yeah.
beers,
Well done.
half an Evan Williams honey whiskey, and you
That
couldn't
was good
even
stuff.
tell he was drunk, except the fact that he fell
I
asleep.
think that's just his natural state.
Yeah. And then Amber's like, I think I want some of that whiskey. And she drinks like several swigs and is on the floor.
Is that what
As
happened
Amber's a
after I
lightweight.
left?
Yeah.
Oh.
Amber's a lightweight.
Amber is like the ultimate
Oh,
lightweight.
did your mom
yeah.
say anything the next day about us leaving?
Yeah, she's like, you're not welcome back anymore. Have fun with that. Whoops.
Whoops.
I wasn't even drunk. I'm old enough to take care of myself. I'm an adult.
We'll get into it later. It's
Oh.
not a thing for the podcast.
Oh,
Okay.
podcast things, non-podcast things.
Yeah, non-podcast things are scary.
Ooh, real life.
It's like real life out there. God damn it.
Or is it just a sea of phantoms?
Nailed it.
There you
I'm still
go.
mad at you.
Okay.
Good.
Nothing.
For what?
I'll give
I
you
don't
one
know.
later.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll give you one later.
What were we talking about?
Gender fluid.
Oh yeah, I'm on a new flag.
What aliens? Yeah.
Yeah, everything was represented by an animal, and
There were lizards, there were sharks, like
Yeah.
pansexual.
pansexual. It was a narwhal.
It's great.
I want a narwhal flag.
A narwhal flag? I mean, you could make a narwhal
You know,
flag.
I hate whenever kids I have start singing that narwhal song, and I want to throw them out the window. Because then I
Sorry.
start singing it.
It's the
know what
same
that
guy who
is?
made the Badger song. Weeble.
Is it?
Oh.
And I've got a big bag of crabs here. I'm gonna
familiar with
put
that
them in my mouth. Oh, yes.
Genius.
Those are the actual words.
Oh, Don McLean's in it.
Yeah.
I don't know why I keep saying Don McLean. It's not.
American Pie.
Oh boy. So do we
Well-
talk about Thanksgiving yet? How was your people's Thanksgiving?
I spent time with my family, whether I wanted to or not.
Yeah, that
Sounds like you.
Yeah.
Welcome.
You should talk
I've
about what
never-
happened to you.
I spent it with my dad's family. I have never heard so many family members talk behind the backs of other family members
Oh, wow.
while the family member they're talking about is like 6 feet away in the other room.
You have. I
It's
have
like
a
a game
really,
of houses over
I
here.
have-
Audibly.
I have a really big family. You have that is beyond normal.
Yeah.
You
It
wanna try me?
constantly happens.
Within earshot of the person they're talking
oh,
about.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. At
okay.
the same table
Oh,
sometimes.
Jesus
Yeah, what
Christ.
happened at your Thanksgiving?
See this cunt
I'm a
did?
little... Oh, wow. Okay.
I took it up to level 9.
Oh, nothing but net.
Nothing
there.
but that.
So my Thanksgiving, we didn't have the plans finalized till like 6 o'clock the night before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just like, okay, so my two uncles just decide to show up at our house. Okay. So my new stepdad...
It's a Thanksgiving.
Yeah, my stepdad spent the entire time mowing the lawn 4 times just to make sure it was mowed correctly. Or wash... He apparently didn't want to socialize, so he buzzed
Yeah.
Well,
out.
they did get married.
Dad,
he
it's
did
not
get-
even cutting anymore.
He did get
It's
married
not even
a month
running.
ago.
Tell me
Yeah.
how to run my
Put it back in the shed with the hose.
Put it in
You're
the
not- hey, you're not allowed to
lawnmower
live
house.
there.
Damn it.
But no, he spent the entire time while the food was being prepped, and then after the food was eaten, mowing the lawn
Yeah.
or washing off the mower with a power washer. Because, fuck it, I guess.
I'm just going to start mowing. If anybody gets in front of me, it's your fault.
Not stopping for nobody.
And we just had people
Can't stop the
bitching
mow,
about
man.
our family who isn't there. Which, mind you, my mom is the youngest of 24 kids. So
Jesus Christ.
there's a lot of family that
Mormons.
isn't there.
No, just 24 and counting.
Ugh.
That's a new TV show.
24 and counting specifically?
Starring Jack Bauer. Kiefer Sutherland.
Sure.
24 and counting.
Or
Wait,
24 and
23.
counting.
22. This show's terrible.
And then there
It's
were,
just kids dying. I
and
don't...
then there were -3.
What happens when they get to 0? Find out next week.
Boop, boop, boop. It's like a timer. 24 jokes, people. Keep up!
I get it now. 24.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dumb question.
Yeah.
Is that still
Kiefer Sutherland. I don't think so.
No, it ended
No.
a while ago.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think it
Why?
I
did.
once saw 24 trading cards, though.
Oh, God.
Yep.
Wait, is one
How many of them were there?
More than 24,
7.
I would assume. Yeah, 7.
That's like a wasted joke right there.
Yeah.
Man. You could have just made 24 cards.
You could have picked any number.
They all could have been Jack Bauer's face.
Just in different poses.
Exactly. They would have sold for like $1 million on eBay.
Yep.
Boom.
Yeah.
If you go to
Get on it,
the
executives.
checkout line in Walmart and you look at all the different trading cards there are,
There's some things.
you get sad.
Yeah,
You get very
yeah.
sad.
There's some things.
I once saw some like Hannah Montana trading cards. Yeah, that's right.
Yep. That's tough.
What's
It's
the
like
weirdest
bitter
game
sadness.
you've ever come across? With,
Weirdest
like board
game.
game or trading card game.
Gender fluids.
My favorite game. Everybody wins and nobody wins.
The weirdest game.
Yeah, you've ever encountered.
Ooh.
Video game, board game, I don't game.
That is, oh my god, that is such a hard question because I know that there's got to be a star answer out there.
Probably.
Wait, for video games, they're usually considered the weirdest games on the internet, and I don't remember like what they're collectively called, but there's one called Stick Shift where It's an auto-erotic game, and you're basically just shifting gears in the car, and the guy is getting off while you're doing it.
Cool.
All right.
That's pretty. Do you know?
That takes anything I have. Shit.
Do you know Desert Bus?
Yes.
Yes.
Desert Bus.
I'm aware of
Okay.
Desert
A
Bus.
Penn and Teller video game where one of
The
them
driving a bus simulator.
Yep. From one place to the other.
From I think it's from like Arizona to Vegas.
Yeah.
In real time.
And then once you get to Vegas, you turn around and go back.
Yeah. No, it's I just listened to a
it's
Penn.
like the plot of Mad Max.
Yeah, I just listened to a Penn Penn Sunday School podcast about this, where he said, you go from whatever it was, Arizona or something, to Vegas, and you score 1 point. And then the guy that they were talking to, who was playing the game for charity, because they do it. There's this group that does it every year for Extra Life, and they rate an incredible amount of money. The only thing they play is Desert Bus for the entire week.
Awesome.
He said, my favorite thing about that game is that the scoreboard has like 6 placeholders in it.
Yeah.
I forget how long it actually takes to score one
I think
point.
it's like 8 hours or something.
It's something like that, yeah. It's fantastic. Only Penn and Teller.
Yeah. Yeah, I found out about that through the Angry Video Game Nerd.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he did an episode on that.
I think that's where I heard from it, too.
Yeah.
On the podcast, Penn talked about why that game exists. Because he's like, that's a thing that I get asked, like, why is this a thing?
Yeah.
Why does it exist? And he gave an incredible answer where he said, it's an art form, that game. It really is. Because at the time that the game was made, there was some twatty a politician who was, video games are bad.
Oh, yeah.
Video games are terrible, and they only encourage
that
people to
guy's
do
name.
bad things. Why can't somebody make a video game about real life to help people in real life? So Penn said, I'll make you a fucking real life game.
You want to play that shit?
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah. And
Wish fucking granted.
that was Penn's actually response. He said, why don't people make realistic games? Because nobody wants to fucking play them.
Nobody wants to live in real life.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's how it
Sucks
is.
over here.
God damn. What an insightful son of a bitch he is.
Yeah. Incredible, really.
One of my favorite people.
So, should we wrap up about
It
that?
is.
I think
Well,
so.
Dave, thanks for being here for 20 minutes.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, there is one thing I do want to bring up.
No.
I just
Hit it.
No.
I'm going to do it anyways. I'm going over your head.
Lay it on me, Gertie.
The people I've
Play
talked to
some
you
keyboard,
guys
Matt.
about the worst idea of all time. That
Yes.
podcast where they watch
Desert Bus.
They moved on from
They had
Grown Ups 2. They're
to
watching
Sex and the City
2.
Oh, yeah.
But they're topping themselves in
That's
one
a
of the
bad
most
idea.
like absolutely mind-numbingly terrible ideas.
Merlot.
They are doing, I forget the name of it, but it's a podcast where every single Thanksgiving for the rest of their lives, they are going to watch Paul Blart Mall Cop 2.
Oh.
Paul Blart Mall Blart 2.
Paul Blart, Mall
For
Blart.
the rest of their
Can we
lives.
call that
Mall
our
Blart.
title?
That's what
Paul
I call
Blart,
it.
Mall Blart.
Yes.
That's what I call it.
There's
Paul
our
Blart, Mall
title.
Blart.
There it is.
There it is.
You wanted to see it live. Here we are. I'm saying it live. There's our
There's our
title.
title. Yep.
There we
You know
go.
Today's
Mall Blart,
episode
Mall
of the
Blart.
podcast is called There's Our Title.
Yeah.
I just wanted to bring that up because
That's a new type of hell.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's just going to become a Thanksgiving tradition, where
I actually-
the end of November rolls around and they're like, "Oh, we get to fire up Paul Blart, invite Kevin James over and get the gun ready."
They just keep buying new copies of it just so they can keep destroying it directly afterwards.
There you
That's
go.
what I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Sounds like
Let's
a
get it out of
fucking
the
blast.
bargain bin at Walmart.
Why is this in VHS? Who the fuck?
Why is this on
Fuck
vinyl?
did that.
It's the soundtrack.
Vinyl
Why is this on
movie.
Stone?
The Paul Blart soundtrack.
I would.
It's
buy
just
that.
the
It's
sound
just like
of
3
the
hours.
segue.
Yep.
I'm,
Damn it.
I'm absolutely
It's just
sure
it's
that
just
that has
3
to
hours
exist
of
somewhere
Kevin
in my
James breathing.
It's just the segue.
Segue.
I'm saying it's just the segue.
Yeah.
That's what I was
I
going
made so much money
Good
doing
night,
this
everybody.
movie.
Good luck.
Oh, are we done?
I guess
This
so.
episode of
Okay.
Groupcast is brought to you by Erica going.
There was something else I was going to say, and I
Not
forget.
every episode?
I
More
actually,
so
I
this
actually
one.
listened
You
to the worst
missed
idea
an
of all
episode.
time.
Every fucking sentence.
I wish it was better than it is, because
It's-
it's really just them talking about the same movie over
Yeah.
and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I agree.
the idea is terrible. They got that right, that's for sure.
Indeed.
They
That's
set their
true.
minds to do something and they fucking did it.
Okay, say goodnight,
Good
everybody.
for
Good night,
them.
everybody.
everybody.
Good.
Howdy, howdy, hi.
Goodbye, Lena.